Have you ever wondered what does it feel like to experience that admiration from someone? Or maybe do you ever wonder if you would ever feel that way from someone or for someone again or ever? We're going to talk about that and much more here on this episode of Couples Pursuit Live.
Couples Pursuit.
Hello, this is Vincent
and Valerie
Woodard. And on this episode of Couples Pursuit,
we're going to talk about how to find someone who adores you.
How to find someone who adores you. Look, this topic right here, I'm pretty sure you know someone, or you might even just be interested in sharing this with your page. I urge you to share this video, tag someone that's on your mind, that it might be in the single season, or maybe even going through a loneliness feeling season. Tag someone, put them in this video, and we'd just like to welcome you to Couples Pursuit. If this is your first time with us, we'd like to say welcome.
Yes.
And if you're returning, we'd like to say welcome back. Look, our goal here at Couples Pursuit is to give you biblical principles to pursue and maintain a successful marriage. So thank you so much for joining us, and share this video if you think someone can benefit from it.
Please do. Please share.
So babe.
Yeah?
This topic. How to find someone who adores you.
Well,
it's a post. I'm telling you what I got the gist from.
Okay.
I did a post on my page. If you're not following the Couples Pursuit Facebook page, I urge you to go follow that. I drop a lot of information. I do my best to try to do it daily, maybe multiple times a day, and it benefits. I see it helps so many people. And one of the nuggets that I dropped is that you deserve this.
Yes, you deserve to be loved by someone who adores you.
Yeah.
To be with someone in a relationship with someone who adores you. What does it mean to be adored?
Yeah.
It means to be doted on, to be treated special, to be enamored by, to have that person to be enamored by you. Like they're just, and it's not in the sense of, oh man, they just drool over you and they just, wait on you hand and foot, and they're just like a slave to you or a little puppy dog to you. No, it's not that. But I adore my husband. Like sometimes, you're welcome, dear. You're a nice guy. Sometimes I am watching him when he doesn't know. Sometimes I'm thinking of him and praying for him.
But anyway, go ahead. I'm just joking.
He's doing something different, y'all. Just go ahead and tell you, he's doing something different than what I'm doing. But sometimes I admire him. The quality of his character and his intent, and I'd like to do things that I know will make him smile, or things that he likes, or I try to think of things, or when he does things for me, I will ask him, well, babe, what can I do for you? And oftentimes it's nothing.
I would say nothing.
He mainly wants two things. Food and food. But beyond that,
I wonder how you was going to say that.
Beyond that, he's pretty satisfied.
How you going to spend this?
Am I right?
Yeah, you.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah. We talk about the things in between, and every now and then, we do the check-in with one another, just to see, what I'm doing, or what I can do better, or what he can do better, or whatever. But yeah, you deserve to have someone who thinks about you, who prefers you, who loves you, and doesn't just count you as the next female or male in the list of people that they're going to talk to or date.
Exactly. Exactly. And another way that I would put it is all those things are true.
Right.
And the way that you get to that point is actually you put the value on yourself first.
Ding, ding, ding.
You
absolutely.
You have to love yourself. You have to value yourself. You have to adore yourself first, because it's hard for someone else to see something that the own thing doesn't place value on you. If you don't really place the value on yourself, you know, you can even set boundaries on how people should respect you and how people should interact with you. I'm not saying you should be, you know, I'm better than you and all those things. Yeah. I'm just saying you should like yourself.
It's not about pride or haughtiness or arrogance. It's not about that. It's really about learning that you should love yourself first and learning how to do that, because contrary to what I guess may be popular belief, is that people don't really know how to embrace and be satisfied with who they are and believe wholeheartedly. I mean, you'll hear, especially at the point of rejection, you hear, well, you know, I'm this and I'm that, and I don't have to put up with this and I don't have to put up with that. But it's like, sometimes you have to assess, like, are you trying to convince yourself or are you trying to, you know, because usually what's true, you don't need to boast about.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So sometimes it's we haven't learned to properly love ourselves, or we've learned love in a weakened manner. And I want to say also, especially for those people of faith, when we say how to find someone who adores you, it can also be how to be found by someone who adores you, because it's not always that the woman is going out seeking to find the husband, and being the aggressor, but sometimes just being content within your own self, and you're finding what your hands are to do. You're working towards your goals. You're taking care of yourself, and you may look up and hear someone, you know, I think that is to be said also for those who might be, well, I was taught, you know, that you shouldn't go looking for a man. Well, you know, yeah, I get that, but you can be available. Well, make yourself available.
Camera space, baby.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Like I'm falling off.
Oh, you were trying to gently nudge me. I wasn't getting it.
So I'm falling off. Y'all see me? But no. I think.
But do you get what I'm saying?
I think you're exactly right. You know, people really get trapped up in the fact that, oh, well, I'm not supposed to, you know, go out looking and all that stuff. Well, look, you're gonna go out anyway. Alrighty, you know, you're going to be in places where there are
other people
of the opposite sex, and so it's not like you're
hunting,
but even I'm not even discounting dating sites. I'm not even discounting Facebook Lives. I'm not even discounting, you know, going out with a friend and say, hey, I know this guy or know this lady or whatever. You know, man, you need to take that off. That taboo off. Like, I'm not supposed to, you know, be actively seeking. Look, God says, what are the desires of your heart? What do you want to happen for you? You know, if you desire that, what we're saying is that, just don't be ashamed of that fact, but take care of yourself. You don't have to wait for someone else to say, oh, you're beautiful, for you to feel beautiful.
Absolutely.
You know, oh, you look nice. I like that dress. Well, I didn't like this dress, but if you like it, then I guess
this
it's all
whole
right.
thing. Yeah.
You know, it's and the way I titled it, yes, you can be like, where I'm going stalking, I'm going looking, I'm going hunting or whatever. But no, it's the fact that you're going to go out anyway. So if you're going to go out, look, value yourself. And I know what you're saying. You might be thinking, you know, even if you're in a relationship, you know, people change, Vince. You know, people are maybe start out one way and they go a different way. Our values might have grown apart throughout the years. You know, people are not the same, stay the same in a relationship. Great. That's true. We should grow, but we should grow together. And if as long as we're valuing, you know, our own personal space, our own selves, then the other person will say, you know what? There's certain things I can't talk to her any kind of way. I can't just treat her any kind of way because she places value on those things. She places high intention on when we're out in public or in private. No, you can't raise your voice at me. You know, some people think that's just the way people talk. People argue. I had I don't want to say a friend, but associate that say, well, look, that's just how we do. No, and that's how we talk to each other. Well, how's that working out for you? That's what I want to propose the question to, how is that working out for you? Because in this conversation, we were talking about the fact that they were talking about breaking up. And I made a statement that, you know what, arguing should not be the normal in your relationship. Dysfunction and conflict should not be the normal. It shouldn't be, well, we break up to make up. Like, that's a game, we're not doing that.
That's the way of the
world.
No,
what I am proposing is that put the other person to the side for a second, or just let's not bring them in the frame for a second. It's you in the mirror. Your smile, your eyes, the way you can light up a room when you feel confident.
Yeah.
When you have a nice dress on, or your face or whatever, and you feel good. You cannot even have any makeup on, but you just feel good.
You feel confident and comfortable in your skin.
That you present to the world. I want you to focus on you. Because when you feel like that, what if you could feel like that and it's not an external thing that's making you feel that way?
Right, exactly. Yeah. I can remember when our girls were, we have 2 daughters and a son in the middle, but and our girls are 8 years apart, but I can remember both of them having the experience of a young man saying, oh, I look pretty, or such and such. Or such and such said this about me. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, that's nice. You are beautiful. So, my thing was, don't get so excited about what comes from the outside. Yeah. Don't always let the outside validate you. Because what you were talking about earlier about the way you talk to someone and different things like that, one sure way to hook up with somebody that doesn't adore you is to not have any boundaries.
Exactly.
Because if you don't know what you want in a relationship, you say, I'm open to anything you give me. No, this is what I desire.
Yeah.
For instance, when I was in high school, there were the guys who would, whistle at, holler at, tug on the girls in the hallway, and they'd be all, no, don't touch me. No. For many of them, it made them feel, like, oh, well, I must be special. Baby, you are special. But they are just trying to be fresh and impress their friends. And it's not really about genuine admiration. It's about see who can pull the most girls,
Yeah, it becomes a game. It becomes
it's not even about you.
They say notches in the belt. And they
right.
And I mean, no, this is not, oh my goodness. That right there, that's so juvenile, I'm not saying I never thought about, I like girls when I was in high school, just okay, but it's not a game. A woman's life is not a game.
Right.
It's not something that you should toy with. So, and hopefully we taught our children the same thing. That
we did tell them, but it has to come from within.
Yeah, it's somebody's sister,
Yeah.
She's maybe somebody's mother.
Right.
She's somebody's daughter.
She's a human being, not a product. And you don't know this, but our daughter recently shared some of the gawking she was getting at the gym, and she said it was very uncomfortable for her. She's a beautiful girl, but she's a curvy girl, and sometimes she gets negative attention from men, younger and older, and it's just infuriating.
Yeah.
And I told her I wanted to empower her with this. You don't have to just take it.
That's right.
If you see someone looking at you, you can tell them, excuse me, this is my personal space, and you are disrespecting it.
Yeah, and you know what? You never really know how that can. I'm not advocating making a scene or whatever, but no. She's setting a boundary, but you never really can know that. Nobody's probably never talked to a young man like that.
No, he's been encouraged to do that.
Yeah, it's all right. And he probably got the giggles from other.
The girls or the attaboy from other men.
Yeah. But a woman that actually respects herself, and she's like, look, that's not respectful. I don't find that, flattering. I don't appreciate the fact that you're treating me like I'm a steak.
A piece of meat.
No, that's not
like
cool.
I'm your property to be ogled at, to be, objectified. And it goes for men too. We don't talk about it with men. because sometimes men they like to, yeah. But a woman shouldn't, be feeling and rubbing on a man that she doesn't know. Ooh, your muscles. That's an invasion of space and privacy.
Yeah.
But as a woman, when you do that kind of thing, what does it say to the man about you? And is that person going to respect you and adore you if you are so available?
Yeah, you seem like you're easy,
thirsty,
or you whatever. Those things. That's where it can lead to if you don't place value on yourself. And it's a great. We call it a 1 point lesson. The place I work, we call it a 1 point lesson. It's what? Let's address this. Let's go ahead and make this a part of what we do. So going forth, we know that from here on out, this is officially how we should operate. And same thing in our lives. We set boundaries, we set 1 point lessons, we set standards that, I'm not going to be treated this way because I value myself more than that. And when you do that, I'm trying to tell you, it's something about a woman that she's I want to say I'm gonna say confidence, because there's nothing wrong with the word confidence. I was thinking people might be like, well, she's what's the word, that she's stuck up or whatever, nothing like that. No. But when a woman is confident in who she is, and she carries that air about her, I'm trying to tell you, it's you're like, wow, okay, who that?
She sticks out from the crowd, and that's very different from the woman who is too, high and mighty to be bothered with anybody. It's not that. It's not the girl that's like, if you just look at her, and it's not the woman that's like, looking down her nose.
Yeah.
It's the woman that is straight ahead, minding her business, doing her own thing, confident with her in her skin, wearing her hair the way that she likes, whether other people like that or not. Her style of dress, the woman who is neat and clean, whether she's dressed up or dressed down, you're not going to see her out in the street looking any kind of way. And that's for her. And so that leads me to this point. Loving yourself, again, I touched on it a little bit ago, but loving yourself is not always cut and dry for people, because some weren't raised in a household of love. Some weren't taught what love is. Some were taught that love is something other than kindness and gentleness and respect. And because a lot of times you can be taken care of by a person, by parents or grandparents or family members who will provide you food and clothing and shelter, but don't provide you a loving relationship. And so there's another step, and maybe we'll talk about that on another at another time. But if you don't know what love is, examine yourself and find out, do I really know what love is? Do I operate in love? Can I recognize that when it comes? Because you first have to know that before. It's easy to say, well, you need to love yourself. Well, how do I do that?
Yeah,
what does it mean to love me?
Study. We do a Bible study on Wednesdays, and right now we're in the Bible study about love, like not just loving, someone, how to get someone to love you. We're talking about the actual.
What is love?
What is love? That agape love, that love that God, first of all, empowered us. He graced us with His love, and then He empowers us to love others. It's from that place where I think, man, the incredible moments can happen in your relationship. That you will see it strengthen and blossom and bloom like you've never seen before. So I urge you, we started the first one, last one. I don't know what order you're watching this video, but just go back and look at our YouTube page, on our podcast, and look for the video. It's titled, what I titled yesterday?
How?
Love Without Limits. Understanding how to love your spouse.
Yes.
Yeah. So go look for that, and we're talking about love. What is love? And then we're gonna do another part. What does love do?
Right. What are the attributes of love?
What are the attributes of love?
Yeah.
So, and this video right here, it was a great step, because I do understand that sometimes we are desiring to get something from someone else that we're not even giving to ourselves.
Yes. And that, baby, I'm sorry, finish your thought.
I'm just, that's it.
I was just going to say that is sometimes in relationships, and I say this to women because that's mainly who I talk to. Sometimes in a relationship, they will say, well, he wasn't like that when I met him, or, I can't believe he just changed all of a sudden, or I should have known, I knew he was a dog from the start, or, all these things you say after the fact. And it's like, well, you engaged for a reason. Why did you engage?
Yeah.
And why did you stay engaged with this person if now all of a sudden you knew he was this or that, or you couldn't see what he was before? And a lot of times what happens is we do a trade-off. And so really, were you in the relationship to get what you could see you could get from him, that you wanted from him or her, or were you in it for mutual?
That's good.
For mutual benefit.
Yeah.
And we don't realize sometimes, even though the other person has done something offensive or distasteful, that, and then we feel used and discarded. But you have to also examine, am I using this person to fill my need, or am I looking to love someone?
That's good.
Because love is not just a one-way thing. Love is not a feeling. Love is an action. It's a decision. It is very distinct. It is not cloudy. It's not black or white. So when people say true love, love is true.
Yeah.
Love is true. Anything other than love, other than true, is not love.
Yeah.
And society teaches us, we have so much of this, in between, microwave relationships, meet each other, jump into bed the same night, don't even know each other's last names. I mean, this kind of stuff I started noticing as a teenager. I'm like, these people just met each other and they just gonna go for it. Really?
Yeah.
No. And so we get emotional because of that, because these nerves and these, all the friction that's going on, and you're feeling all these feelings, and the chemicals are going off in the brains and in the brain, and the endorphins and all this stuff. Those things are not necessarily love.
Yeah, we want to tag love under the category under emotions, and it's not that.
No.
It does have emotions in it.
Right.
It does, but love is also logical.
Yeah,
it's also logical.
It's decisive.
It's the greater of all the things. We want to put it under something else, and even the fact that we have to say the word true love, because people have subcategorized it.
Yeah, we diluted
for so long.
Like people say, a real man. If he's living and breathing, he's real. What do you mean, a man? You're trying to say the quality of the person, But love is true.
Yeah,
it is true.
And that right there is the whole basis of, well, how did you find this person that adores me? Well, first of all, like I said, I move that person out of the frame.
Yep.
Because first of all, you find them.
You got to be first partaker of the love in you.
Yeah, you find that person that adores you, that loves you. Who is? Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
I'm talking to myself.
Yeah.
I have to look in the mirror and be like, I love you. I love you. I'm wondering, what do you want? What do you want out of this world? What do you, how bad do you want to fulfill your purpose? Or do you want to die with your dreams? You want to leave this earth full and deplete the earth of the gift that you could have gave it. And that's even in a relationship.
Yeah.
Being in a relationship is a gift to give someone. My wife sometimes would say things like, well, baby, I know sometimes you might feel like you might owe, me for something, because I might...
For years past.
Yeah, for years past, because I've lost so much time. And this is just me, not her. This is her saying. I think I've lost so much time being just stubborn.
I have forgiven.
And hard-hearted and just argumentative and silent treatment and all those. I think I've lost so much time that I want to. I just want to enjoy the time. I do. Maybe I do want to go back. I don't know. That's subconscious, but I just don't want to waste any more time in this relationship. I want to give her all of me. I'm not holding anything back, and I think because it's not like just for her. It's because I understand now. I understand that I like myself, and for myself to be happy, I desire to be married. I desire to be in a relationship. To her, yes. That's my desire. You know? And so I had that conversation with that person in the mirror, and we talked.
What's really going on, bro? Why are you tripping?
And I said, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. And then I said, well, God, show me how. I don't know. I thought I did, but I don't know. God, show me how.
Jacking it up.
And so that's what we urge you to do right now. Value yourself.
Yes.
Recognize your worth.
Because if you don't, this is a simple marketing or a sales advice or sales tip. It's like we are both entrepreneurs and we have little side businesses that are being birthed. I would correct that. Businesses that are being birthed, not little side businesses. You have what you say. You have what you say. I had to grab it back. Out of the air. Thank you, Lord. But I'm saying that to say this. If you don't value what you put out in the world, if you tell someone here, this is what, it normally costs for this, but I'm only, but I'll just charge you I give you a discount, or I give you half, or, it's just this or that, or this is my side thing, or whatever. If you don't value what you have, no one else is going to value what you have.
That's true.
If you say, there are many things that we'll look at and say, oh, baby, I ain't never paying that. Why? Because it's not of value to me.
Yeah.
But if there's something that I want or need, for instance, with the equipment that I need for my T-shirt, the apparel business.
Yeah.
We bought some stuff that was on sale, starting small. And we got 2 things that were just like,
this is not going to do it. This was actually for yesterday. Like, we bought something that met our needs yesterday, but we know going forth, we're going to have to upscale and do it all over again. Why not just do that
long
now?
run? Plan for what you want.
No, I'm not saying go so much in depth.
No.
What we're doing is that, if we can, if we're able to, let's go ahead and always buy for the future as far as we can in advance.
Do the best you can where you are.
Like I love video, I love audio, so I love microphones, cameras, all that good stuff like that. So I planned for the future when I bought the setup that I got now. But if you ask me what I want now, I will plan
more.
Yeah, I will plan a little more. But I love what I got now. We've been rocking with this for a couple of years right now, and it's great. When I bought it, I didn't need everything at that moment, but I saw God has showed me some things coming in the future, which is coming now, and I'm so glad that I listened to that. So you always have to understand that what worked for you yesterday
might not work
today, might not work tomorrow.
And if it's not working, realize that you need to change it. Don't try. Sometimes if something's not working, you don't need to just try to force it. You need to look at it, sit back, reevaluate, and say, what am I doing? There's this thing that God does with me sometimes. If I'm doing something, especially creative, and I find, I'm having trouble getting this to work, it's like he's saying, wait a minute, stop and look at it. And if I force it, especially like with making the designs, if I force it, I'll find out later that's not right. And I have to go back and do it again. So you have to listen to that voice within you and not just take whatever's available to you, but seek out what it is that you desire.
Exactly.
Ask for what you want. If you have put time and effort into who you are and what you do and building your life, don't just let any and everybody come along and take a seat in it.
We could talk so much, but in closing, look, it's hard to hit a target that you can't see. If you're trying to find your way and it's dark, wherever the room that you're in or the building that you're going to, unless you don't have a preconceived notion already, or if you have understanding of where things are placed, you're going to bump, you're going to stumble, you're going to fall. You might not even find what you were looking for because it's dark. Right. So what do? You make the target, whatever you're looking for, visible, more visible. So if someone is out there looking for you, I made a post that says sometimes, sis, you got to get out the
Go
house.
outside.
If someone's looking for you, but you're hidden, you have to make yourself visible. You, the real you, not the 2 inches
Representative.
eyelash or what. I'm just saying, not.
Leave these folks' eyelashes alone, baby. They get a little sensitive about their butterflies.
I'm sorry. But I'm just saying the real you. You know, if that's part of you, so be it. But I'm saying make sure that real you shows up.
Yeah.
So, you can be found. If that's your desire. If that's your desire, look, give a brother something, so he can see and say, hey, that's the woman that I was looking for.
That's right.
And if you do, who knows? That could be your future spouse.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for joining us here on Couples in Pursuit.
We just want to again say thank you. If you have questions or comments after this airs, please feel free to inbox us or message us or go to the website. Give the website and what's the / for comments?
Comments. couplespursuit.com/talk. That's the book of session with us. Mm-hmm. And then also our email is support@couplespursuit.com. Mm-hmm. And you can email us if you just put in the section, what you call it, the
subject
heading,
line. Mm-hmm.
The heading, who you wanted to talk to.
Yeah.
You wanted to go directly to Val, directly to me. It's something you might not want to share with the both of us. Mm-hmm. I understand. I understand. Sometimes guys, you think you can't talk to a woman's about relationship issues, but mm-hmm. my wife, she's probably heard and seen it all. And probably the same thing with me. Mm-hmm. So anywho, visit our website, couplespursuit.com/talk if you want to book a call with us. And also just to find out what we're doing. We have something great coming up.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't wait. I don't want to say it.
Just hold on to it.
I know.
A little while.
But I'm just stick with us. Stick with us. Come back. Keep coming back. We drop videos
we have plans
weekly
in the work for you all.
Yes. So we thank you so much for showing up and also sharing this video.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like, subscribe. You're watching this on YouTube and you listen to this on the Amazon or Apple Music. Please leave a comment and also rate this video. Hopefully 5 stars, so other people will see it also. Yeah.
Yes. Again, thank you for joining us. And until next time, we pray that the Lord bless you and keep you, make his face shine upon you, be gracious to you, lift up his countenance towards you, and give you peace. We'll see you again here on Couples Pursuit Live. Bye.